Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Y'all made it, man.
Oh, nothing much. How you doing, man? Nothing much, man.
What's going on here, man?
Hey, you know, I'm just emailing this little Philly.
They got some work online.
Oh, yeah, Sin.
What's up, dog? What you doing, man?
Sexting this little chick I met the other day.
Man, don't you got a chick already?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little sexting.
Man, whatever. Come on, hey, y'all, let's finish the discussion over the pool table.
Heard that.
Hey, everybody, this is your boy Jay Watt. Hope y'all been enjoying the vlogs. I got a little surprise for y'all today. Today we're doing a vlog. Our topic today will be virtual affairs and sexting. I want to introduce you guys to some of the men of images. We have Mark C over here. Over here we got Corn Soul, chilling. Will you?
Yo, yo.
Our guest speaker, Melvin Lawrence.
I'm Eddie Ball.
And we'll be bringing it to you, so hope y'all enjoy. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, so as I said, today we're talking about virtual affairs and sexting, emotional versus physical cheating. So I'm gonna throw some questions out to you fellas and see what you guys think about it, all right?
Yep.
So how do you guys feel about virtual affairs?
Well, I actually think it's kind of risky.
Uh-huh.
It's risky because you're putting yourself in a situation to where the flirting could actually go to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your intent may not, in sexting, your intent may not be to have an actual physical affair, but it could lead up to that.
Right, right.
So it's definitely a risk to your relationship, not only because of your sexting, but because it can lead to other things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think that's cheating? If, like he said, flirtating or being flirtatious.
Being flirtatious can keep your self-esteem high. I mean, that's not cheating. Flirting is flirting. When you're flirting,
But if
you start acting on the flirting, then it's
Why is flirting not cheating?
Because flirting is just flirting.
So if
you won't act on what you're doing.
If you see your wife flirting at the club, you gonna get upset?
No, I wouldn't, because I might be flirting at the club.
You a good man.
Remember, you just flirting at the club. You at the club.
So that's a good
You're at
point.
the club.
That's a good point that Mel made.
If nobody else is looking at your woman, you should be looking at your woman. So maybe flirting is kind of good for the relationship, as long as y'all not reacting.
So you saying in situations where flirting is okay?
Yeah.
Well,
So back to
well, why is that? I'm just curious.
Because of the situations. I mean, as long as you're not in church flirting with the minister, that seems kind of like it might be you might have a morale issue. But when somebody at the club want to buy your wife a drink and they don't know that that's your wife, let her take the drink.
So you saying your wife would be flirting with the minister, right?
No, I wouldn't say my wife, but just somebody's wife. Yeah.
Somebody. So let me make sure I understand this. You're saying that flirting can be good for your self-esteem.
Yeah, it can.
In some cases.
Mm-hmm. It can.
Do you want to add something to that, Corn Soul, about what Mel just said? That it could be.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
So what?
I don't see nothing wrong with flirting. I think it is healthy.
Oh, so emailing. I mean, virtual affairs or emailing female. I mean, because let me just point this out. I mean, a lot of times it happens that it can be at work. We got this new thing, Facebook, this big social network. You tapping into old friends, right? And you doing things probably that you normally wouldn't do. So you basically maybe having conversations at different times of the day, different hours, you know what I'm saying? You talking to old friends that you normally wouldn't talk to. You think that's okay? Emailing them back and forth and being flirtatious with them? And you're in a relationship?
I mean, anything within moderation.
Uh-huh.
I think anything within moderation is okay, man. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think, like Mel said, I mean, it comes down to the fact of how far you take it.
Yeah.
If you take it to the next level, then it will definitely be what it will end up being if you cross that line.
Right.
But if it is that you respect what you have, which is your relationship, you know what I'm saying, then it can't necessarily be all that bad.
So Corn was saying everything in moderation. He don't see anything wrong with that. So my question to you is, just playing devil's advocate, if your woman, was hooking up with somebody from back in the days that she saw on Facebook or she reconnected with, and she started emailing them back and forth, and it just happened to be at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, became a little routine thing, a little flirtation here and there. Would you have a problem with that?
But I think that's a totally different thing, though.
In what
See,
way?
now you saying 10, 11 o'clock at night and it becomes routine.
so it's
You
about-
said routine.
so the
now,
routine
that's
and
not
the time-
moderation no more.
Okay,
you know
so
what I'm
the
saying?
t-
Now that's a whole nother beast right there.
Okay, so we're talking about the time and the routine makes it different.
No, we're just saying how often it's being done.
Okay, so we're saying frequency, right?
Right.
If it's done pretty frequent, then it becomes crossing the line.
Well, I mean, depending
Thin
upon,
line between-
how it's starting to, escalate. If it's starting to, get to a point, because you know when shit's heating up. You know when it's starting to heat up, when things can get to that, it can be taken to that next level. I mean, you texting or emailing or talking, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it becomes a routine thing that's being done. You guys are both kind of looking forward to that type of interaction, then you know the potential of where that's going.
Okay, so as Mark C said before, it's risky. But some of you feel that if it's in moderation, it's cool. And depending on the frequency, it may be crossing the line, it may not be, right? Is that what we're saying?
Right?
So,
Intent has a lot to do with it also. I mean, and I think
Intent.
we went from sexting to flirting, and I think there's two different things there. If you're at a club flirting, it may be a certain level of flirting that you might be doing. When you're talking about sexting, you're not just talking about texting a few words. You're actually talking about sexting someone else. You're talking about sending intimate messages to someone else. And I think, being honest, if I found out that my wife was sexting someone else, I would have a problem with it. I wouldn't be okay with it.
But then that's different between sexting and actually flirting, like
Exactly.
you're saying.
Exactly.
So if it's just a simple flirt interaction where you laughing and talking, you say a little something here and there, and it's in passing, that's a different thing. But when you're sexting, you're deliberately texting someone saying, hey, this, that, and the other.
It's intimacy over the phone.
Right.
Sending
Right.
text messages.
So that's which is different than the texting.
okay, so let's be clear though. Flirting has the potential to lead to what we're talking about,
Sexting,
right?
exactly. One leads to the
So
next.
whether it's innocent, whatever it is, it can lead to potential, problems in the relationship. It can escalate to that point to sexting or routine thing or a frequent thing, and then it may be crossing the line. Okay, but at what point, is that line drawn? I guess is what we're trying to get
The
at.
real issue is real down the road issue is if you have to find out. When you find out that she's doing it, so now you know it was a secret. So that's cheating. If it was talked about and both of y'all know that both of you guys flirt and it's a normal thing, you won't have a problem with it.
So you're
But
saying
when
what you don't know is not cheating?
What you don't know is cheating.
So
Because if your wife is on the phone or on the computer talking to anybody, or your man is on the computer talking to anybody at any time, and it's a secret, it's cheating.
So let me just say, from my perspective, I agree with you all in terms of flirting runs a risk there if you're flirting. I personally wouldn't want my wife flirting. I don't necessarily think it's okay, but we are human and we do it, right? Because I think it all lends itself to the possibility of, crossing that line or going somewhere where you don't want it to go. Has it ever happened to you? Have you ever had a situation where you've crossed the line, or either just through?
You talking about personal issues?
Something.
Yes.
Is there a
Yes.
situation?
It's been times where I know what I done was wrong. On calling someone, texting them at night, and just wanting to hear what somebody else had
How
to
did you
think.
start?
Friendship first. At first, it was just me and this person was just a friend, and it was just homeboys. I'll see what you're doing, and you call me and see what I'm doing, and then we talk about things. So it was more of a therapy type of
Well,
thing.
let me make it
first.
clear. You said homeboy, so it's a guy and a girl, right?
No, it's a guy and a girl. It's not
Okay.
two dudes at all. I love women. I ain't got nothing to do with dudes. But it could be. It starts like that.
Yeah.
It starts by you becoming friend. Well, a lot of it it started for me.
Yeah.
Because we talking about a personal issue.
Right.
It started with me as me being friends with her first, and then we started talking about everything, and then I realized that you're not really my wife. Really wasn't trying to be my friend. It didn't